Alright. Let's check the status of my channel. Hello everybody, and welcome to Cooking with Nick. In this episode of Cooking with Nick, I will be making tea, which means I won't actually be cooking anything. What a twist! So, let us take out the ingredients. First things first, we need some tea bags. Not the halo kind, the D kind. Forest fruit, lemon, and chamomile. Forest fruit. Next, we need a spoon in order to stir the tea in the mug that I will choose. Then we need a mug. We have a high selection of mugs, from this to this to this. Some Nesquik and some M&Ms. I'm gonna have this mug, which has been with us for years. And finally, we have the kettle. There is some water in there. So, we are going to take it and fill it up a little bit. So what I want to do is I want to fill it up to 1 liter. Why am I doing this voice still? And now, I take this and oh god, this is heavy. And I move it on here. Now, we turn it on. Perfect. Whoosh! It sounds very warm. When it's done, it will turn itself off. As you can see, the water is now warm. You can't really see the smoke though. So now, we get into zooming on the Lipton. We get a tea bag. And we do something like, can you move? A little something. This will take ages. And now we put it in. I take the water. And move the darned phone away. Look at this, it's getting cold. This is nice. Why can't I do anything? I'm supposed to be a chef. We do this.
You're not a chef.
Guessing we do this.
I exposed you.
It's really pretty nice.
Okay, because it's fruit.
Oof, it smells like fruit. Fresh forest fruit. Move the darned phone away, for frick's sake. When will you learn?
Your actions have consequences!
Give it the pokey poke. The smoke is getting hot. Yeah, it's fine. Wrap it around like this. Good God, this is tedious. Oh, wait. My finger. We take what's that? And now we take this and throw it in the we have tea to spill now. As you can see, it is almost at 0.5 liters. And now we put the Lipton back in its place.
The Lipton inside that thing. Now Nick will sip the hot tea he just made himself.
Okay. Can you move away a little bit? Thank you. I need space. Or I'll spill it on you. It's not very good. What the hell? I feel like it's missing something. Oh my god. Oh my god, I have the best idea ever to make this more delicious. Hello people, it's Nick here. What's up with my hair? It's been 1 month, but welcome back to my YouTube channel. I have returned because my goodness, we have a great story to talk about at this moment. It's brilliance. In the past 2 days, there has been greatness going on with 2 YouTubers. Drama, if you will. Such sick drama that I even prepared tea for myself. Tea, because tea is gonna get spilled and sipped. Doesn't taste very good at the moment, but I'm sure it'll taste better as we go along. Also, please keep in mind this video, it's made for fun.
I don't mean to hurt anyone. I get that these situations are serious. I'm just having fun. So this is between two YouTubers, not against each other, but happening nonetheless. First is ProJared, or better yet, ProGamer, except he's not as pro of a gamer now because of the situation. Who I've never heard of, and apparently has
committed adultery,
or as other people say, cheated on his wife with a girl named Holly Conrad. And the second story involves James Charles and another YouTuber who goes by the name of Tati, I believe, who called the absolute frick out of him, spilled so much tea that it'll never be cleaned up. The tea has been spilled intensely. That's the reason why I've prepared tea for the situation. So let's begin with a good old the damage. It all started with an absolutely brilliant tweet from his wife, Pro Destruction's wife, who goes by the name of Heidi. I'll fix that typo for you just a sec. It's a shame that Twitter has no edit button. Now I'm the one messing up. I recently learned that my husband, ProJared, has been screwing Holly Conrad behind my back for months. I have no idea what announcement he just made because he blocked me. Oh, I will destroy you, ProJared. Also, on another note, I'm about to speak about a response. Apparently, Holly Conrad has been with another person called Ross O'Donovan, who is part of the Game Grumps, and that link and all that. And apparently, ProJared collaborated with the Game Grumps, and because, you know, Ross O'Donovan, Game Grumps and stuff like that, every video by the Game Grumps with ProJared has been deleted, or better yet, privated, because that is more accurate. Heidi also tweeted something else legendary that I absolutely love. Honestly, Holly Conrad, you look very ashamed and insecure in all the nudes you sent my husband. Ah yes, the nudes. I will talk about that later. I think it would help your chronic self-esteem issues if you started screwing men that weren't already married. Oh my goodness! The tea! The flippin' tea! Let me drink this shit, fam! Exquisite! It's beautiful! Ah yes! It makes my day. Then your good old buddy, old pal, pro-divorcee, has released a statement, and it begins: my wife Heidi and I have filed for divorce. Ah, what a shocker. I mean, that's really all you can do at this point. There's no coming back. I know that this may come as surprising and upsetting for many of you. I'd say, I don't know, 1% of you. Because I personally wasn't surprised. I'm personally not upset, especially not surprised, and I don't think it really surprised anyone considering your actions. But know that we do this so that we may both seek happiness for ourselves. During this time, you may see a lot of rumors, speculation, and gossip going around. I ask that you make your own observations and come to your own conclusions. My conclusion being, you cheated on your wife. And I create that conclusion out of multiple conclusions. I will add that this decision was reached after extensive individual therapy on my part and couples therapy together. With that said, this is all I plan on stating publicly regarding this matter. So this is the first and last you're gonna post about the situation. Heidi's privacy, mental well-being and discretion has always been and will remain my highest priority through all this. It is my hope that we both exit this marriage with grace and style. I plan on continuing to do everything I can on my part to make this happen. Yes, with tea being spilled and shit and stuff. Thank you for your understanding, patience, kindness, and respect our privacy. Apparently, good old Holly Conrad has replied to this tweet. I'm looking at it through the drama alert video. I'm so sorry you're going through this. I'm here for you if you need me. It's kinda cringe because we know what you've done. So what's better is the reason why I'm seeing this on the drama alert video is because I don't know if the tweet is still there or not, like under the statement, if the reply is still there under the statement, or if it's been deleted, because her Twitter is now private. Her tweets are now protected from all this. He even began trending, as far as I know, in the United States Him and his wife. He even reached #1 at one point. What an achievement. Is he still nah, he disappeared as quickly as he appeared. But guys, it doesn't end there. It gets even better. You know how I said earlier when Heidi mentioned nudes that I would mention it later? Here I'm gonna mention it. Apparently, ProJared has been taking pictures of his genitalia and was sending it to fans. And it wasn't just like a small amount, it was multiple. And I think they all showed up like at one point. Everyone saw them like all like if they all just got like sent out like all at once. I haven't seen any of them, but apparently like it wasn't just like the same pic being posted all around, the exact same pic. It was many different ones. My goodness, what disgusting behavior that is. Let me have some more tea. Ah yes. And even more fantastically is that cost him a lot of subscribers. It got to the point where I think he was one of the first, if not the first, to lose over 100,000 subscribers in one day, that being on the 9th of May. He went from over 1 million and now he's at below 900,000. It's beautiful. So that's the story with Pro, not Jameson. And now we get to the funnier one. And now we have James Charles, and oh my god, the James Charles one is grand. It's so grand, it's the only thing I tweeted about. James Charles and the person who called him out, who goes by the name of Tati, are both respectively 14th and 15th on trending at the moment on the 12th of May here at Greece. I found it so big and so grand that it was the only one like between the two situations that I tweeted about. Oh, by the way, follow me on NikolaosKC too while you're at it. Anyway, I decided to tweet James Charles, be like, "Hi sisters, James Charles here, and I'ma destroy my whole career." I'm beginning to believe he still might survive. Just like this tank in subscribers and stuff, it was like so insane that we all thought his channel would fall a little more. Although now I'm believing he might come back somehow. It got so bad for James Charles. He literally is the first YouTuber on YouTube to lose over 1 million subscribers in one day. That being on the 11th. So that was just yesterday. My goodness. There's even this little joke where like Tati and James Charles, one has less than 10 million subscribers and the other one has more than 10 million. James Charles is going down, Tati is going up, and now we're seeing who's gonna reach 10 million first. And there's been comments saying stuff like, "Oh, congratulations on 14 million, I've been here since 16 million. On the other hand, we have Tati, who called him out, who is now suddenly getting a huge spike of subscribers. And on the same day as Charles, who lost over 1 million, she gained over 1 million in one day, which is just like polar opposite. I love it. However, I wasn't a sister, I didn't want to be a sister, I just watched a few videos, and now I cannot stop mocking his high sisters. It's beautiful. Like, I could not resist mocking it so hard that I made a tweet out of it. So that's how far it's gone. Tati greatly kicks it off with a little compilation of various clips showing that she used to support him quite a bunch and stuff.
I just wanted to congratulate you on almost 1 million on Instagram.
I want to say huge congratulations to James Charles. If you have not checked his channel out on YouTube and you want to be inspired, we are going to be taking a first look at the new Morphe palette. I'm the friend that's encouraging you guys to use code James for 10% off of saving.
They even like supported him as far as like even financially, like her husband gave him some assistance. So much assistance from the family to James Charles. That is how supportive they were of James Charles.
Anytime that James would need help, he'd be like, "Dad, what should I do?" And he'd come over and he'd be like, "I don't like my manager, will you manage me?" And James is like, "No, I'm not doing that, I don't do that anymore, but your family, how can I help you?" My husband would spend hours on the phone looking over contracts, getting him in a better position. So we helped him get into Style Hall back when basically no one wanted to work with him because of his Ebola scandal. But once again, you know, we had his back. They finally taught him how to monetize his videos. He was making $90 a video, and because of me and my husband, he was making $2,500 immediately from a switch being flipped because his former management did not go in and do that for him.
There was especially this thing, apparently, with Tati and James over at some Seattle thing during her birthday, where James was apparently being quite manipulative, and he was trying to manipulate someone who's straight and like turn them gay or something, from what I understand.
The last phone conversation that James Charles and I had, he said some things telling me about a situation that happened in Seattle at my birthday, and it literally made me want to vomit. Oh my god, you tried to trick a straight man into thinking he's gay yet again, and somehow you're the victim. You know, it's really disgusting to manipulate someone's sexuality, especially when they are still, you know, emerging into adulthood and don't quite have everything figured out. And you know what? That's not okay.
And now she's calling him out on it, so oh my god, I spilled some tea, brothers. So yeah, cheers to Tati for spilling the tea. I mean, I still have to add a bit of humor to it. I mean, that's literally the main reason I'm making this video, to add a humorous side, so I cannot make it entirely sad. It is a serious situation. She even tried to come up with excuses because of this dumbass behavior that your boy James Oof is bringing to the table.
And I made excuses for you then.
Something about the waiter.
You were talking in detail about things you wanted to do to the waiter.
Like he was doing all of this, and Tati was informing him, dear boy, James, not good, he's straight.
James, he's straight.
And apparently, amazingly enough, this actually shocked me, he responds with, doesn't matter, I'm a celebrity.
So freaking gross. I had to call every one of them up the next morning and apologize on your behalf because it was so uncomfortable.
Which actually got me shooketh to the darned core. I was like, oh god. Oh, I was like, oh, I was shooketh, because I didn't expect this. It really showed me finally the ego that he has. And I'ma sip some tea to this. It's colder now, but my goodness, it's still exquisite. And apparently between James Charles and Tati, there was also some little competition, like vitamin brand thingy, I think, between Tati and James Charles. I don't know if he knew that it was gonna worsen the friendship, but it worsened the friendship, and she arrived at a breaking point. Tati arrived at a breaking point. Tati even goes as far as to say that she doesn't want to be friends with James Charles anymore. That's how bad it's gotten. She's been supporting him for so long, she's been supporting him so much, and now she's disassociating herself from him.
I don't think there's any getting through to you, and I don't want to be friends with you. I don't want to be associated with you, and I need to say that very publicly so that this chapter can just be closed.
She was supporting him a lot, she helped him out, she got him, I guess, boosted into the James Charles he was before all of this, and now he's doing this, and now the friendship is just breaking apart miserably, and now people are so angry, and he's losing subscribers. It's all a mess. And he's also uploaded an apology video, which many have watched, and so many people hated it. It has so many dislikes. People found it insincere, not showing emotion, no tears. They didn't find it genuine. They hated the apology. It's at least 3 million dislikes at the moment, beautifully enough. They're like making fun of his tanked subscriber count, saying, oh yes, oh brother, congrats on 14 million subs. I've been here since 16 million subs. Hell yeah. Which indeed it is kind of an achievement, I'll give him that. It's not easy to lose so many subscribers unless you really screw up that bad. And in this case, he messed up bad, and it's hard to recover. I still have a feeling that he will recover, but other than that, like at the moment, It's not looking good for him. All the sisters are becoming non-sisters. Of course, yeah, 1 million subscribers in a day lost. I think also, and I haven't seen it myself, but I think there was also the speed of it that was astonishing. Like the steep blow he took, it was maddening. And recovery for James Charles will not be that easy. And that's the thesis. It's honestly kind of a shame that he's like suffering this much now. All this, I mean, even though he somewhat deserves this, it's kind of a shame. He's only like 19. Like he hasn't really like ultra kicked off his life yet. He just entered adulthood and he reached 19 and this is already happening. He's already breaking records and not in the right way. I mean, he is already breaking the bad records, like subscribers lost in a day at the age of 19. It's not very good, and it's honestly kind of a shame, especially because of his young age of 19. It's his being a predator. I don't know if that's too strong of a word or not. His I'm a celebrity excuse, and he's only 19. I mean, it's a good thing he's not older, otherwise this would be a little more inexcusable, but still it's a shame. In the James Charles situation, there have also been absolutely fantastic memes and stuff, and funny tweets especially. I love this James Charles situation so much that I'm gonna have a look at the memes. When you post cringe, goodness gracious, that's a steep blow. Just went a nosedive. Okay, not like this, but like it went BAM towards the ground. Everyone watching James Charles' subscriber count after Tati ended his career. Everyone's cheering for it. It's a happy day. I mean, yeah, the situation was so amazing, people were entertained by it. That was entertainment. Seeing him hit below 16 million subscribers. I avoid news by picking trends in Arabic countries. LMAO can't even dodge this one. Qatar trends, James Charles. Well, it was also trending in Greece. I'm sure that says something. Use code James for 600,000 subscribers off. Meme review. Now it's at like, I don't know, 2 million subscribers off. This is one for both situations. May 9th. ProJared became the first person to lose 100k subs in a day. May 10th. James Charles became the first person to lose 1 million subs in a day. Two amazing record breakers within 2 days. I absolutely love this week. I'm loving this week so much. It's gonna have a follow-up to the previous one. James Charles has become the first YouTuber to lose 1 million subscribers in 24 hours. Pure record breaker. This is the kind of thing that I don't think we'll ever see again on YouTube. Twitter moving on from the ProJared drama onto James Charles. That's accurate. It's so accurate. There was the ProJared issue, and then there was the James Charles issue. When James Charles happened, everyone went flocking to it. People were flocking so hard to it that was the only thing I mentioned on Twitter. The James Charles thing. I skipped the ProJared thing entirely. There are no words to describe this beauty killer Keemstar. You will never see anything like it again, I'm sure. Of course, there it is. Flair TV, the guy who did the infamous PewDiePie vs T-Series livestream, and it's still running. Well, the second one at least. Something happened to the first one, and now we're on the second. Who will reach 10 million first? They ask, everyone asks that. Flair TV at over 2.4 million subscribers. And that's all the sick memes we have time for in this video. So what's the tea, friends? The tea was so strong today that I spilled some on myself. It's beautiful. Let me have another sip. Ultimate. So in conclusion, Pro Nudes cheated on his wife with some other girl who was, I think, as I said, with Ross. Genitalia pics were circulating all over the internet. I think mainly on Twitter, but like the internet. I don't plan to look at these pics. Divorce, and I definitely Pro Depression is falling very hard. I feel he'll really struggle to come back more than James Charles. because of how serious this has been. He cheated on his wife. He deserves what's happening to him. James Charles also, his ego was inflated. He was being predatory. I still think that word's quite strong, but that's the only word I can really think of using. He came up with a dumb excuse for it.
So freaking gross.
He made a fake apology that many people hated. He lost so many subscribers. So here's two completely different people, one related to gaming, one related to beauty, and they have one thing in common: their fall off of the internet. It's a beautiful sight to behold, I swear to you. It's just mwah. This tea, even though it's now colder, it became so tasty, man. Like, oh my god, man, I wanna have a look. Pro cancellation has been cancelled. James' sister has been cancelled, and now we're all being cancelled. It's a beautiful thing. My goodness, what a grand 2 days that was. It's yeah. And that's the thesis. Oh man, what a journey this has been. Thank you all so much for watching my attempt at humor on this whole situation. I legit made tea for this video just to sip it and make fun of tea spills and tea sips. Regardless of all that, I hope you all enjoyed this grand old video. It all happened within the course of a week. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm glad to be living in the time of the universe where this is happening. It's absolutely beautiful. Oh man, this generation's fantastic. And as always, I will see you all soon.